Millennials have become obsessed with the topic of privilege and discrimination, yet none of them defines their terms. When I learned English as a third language in my Bulgarian high school, I was very careful to understand the exact meaning of those foreign words. Here is the definition. Privilege is a special advantage, immunity, permission, prerogative, favor, or benefit granted to you by law or by fiat, whether as an individual or a member of a group. Most privileges and political discrimination are immoral and must be illegal. When you discriminate outside of politics, you exercise your natural right as a private property owner and your freedom to associate or not with others. I can't force you to bake me a cake. If Lady Gaga doesn't get invited to a party or a club because it's only for Bulgarians, blacks, Buddhists, bridge players, or boys under the age of 12, she has no right to demand government intervention. If a girl rejects you and marries your friend because he's younger, taller, funnier, richer, or stronger, he's not privileged. No one's rights are violated. The law must remain silent. Let me start by checking my privilege at the door. I have been blessed to live in the best country. As an outsider, I see America as one of the most diverse, inclusive, and equitable places on earth. Americans are the most tolerant, accepting, and kind people that I have ever met. I became a US citizen in 2016, but I didn't need the judge to tell me I was fully American. I felt completely assimilated years before that day. I am as American as those whose ancestors came here on the Mayflower, on slave ships, or on foot from Siberia thousands of years ago. Many Bulgarians migrated to other countries, but none of them has any hopes of ever becoming German, British, or French. If you go to Western Europe as a Turkish guest worker, or as an African or Asian resident of a former colony, your children and grandchildren will remain foreigners, despite their citizenship. I wondered what makes my new home special, and why so many Americans don't appreciate how lucky they are to be born here. Some speak of our country with shame, or worse, because of past slavery. But if the theft of labor is a reason to hate America, why don't we just hate everyone? Wasn't there slavery in America before Columbus? Didn't Africans have slaves centuries before the Arabs and the Europeans started trafficking their people for profit? We all descend from horrible ancestors who engaged in warfare, pillaging, rape, slavery, and murder. Yet only the Americans live in limbo over the fact that their predecessors were not perfect. Why? I found an answer in the Declaration of Independence. With God as the source of rights, America's founders declared all men equally entitled to liberty. The failure of this young country to live up immediately to the ideals it proclaimed tortures the soul of many decent Americans and gives ammunition to our enemies. Let's not destroy the best thing because it's not perfect.